Hey guys, so this is my first time making a vlog and I want to show you all how to bake from the comfort of your home. This is a sign for you to start up something new. This 2026 is a year of courage, learning and showing up. So firstly, you get your scale and your bowl, then measure out your sugar. Measuring out your sugar, 120 grams of sugar. Try to measure it with your scale and make sure it is reading. So after measuring your sugar to the quantity you want, then you're going to make use of your butter. This is my first time making use of white butter. You can use the yellow butter or the margarine that you love so much, depending on your choice. Then measure out 200 grams of butter. Make sure sometimes you put it first, but I'm already into it, I already know how to do it, so that's why I used my sugar first and my butter. So in case you want to remove it, it will be easier for you. And making use of your spatula, you whisk evenly till the sugar and the butter is incorporated so well and it's soft. You see how it is. Then your egg, add your egg, put it in another plate to avoid putting a bad one or a spoiled egg. Then incorporate so well and mix it evenly. Make sure you mix it properly and so that the sugar will actually incorporate into it. Then after mixing, you add your flavor. This for Staklack, that's the name. And this is the vanilla flavor. Add 2 drops of the cover. Add 2 drops. Then after adding this, you mix it properly and then your flour. This is 1 cup. You're making use of 1.5 cups of flour. Sieve it in separately in a bowl. Then this is the half cup. I try to show you all the 1 cup and a half. Then you put your baking powder, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder. Then mix your dry ingredients and your wet ingredients. Mix it properly and evenly, making sure it's well mixed. Then you're going to cut out your brown pepper. And then here we are going to make use of your butter and grease the pan evenly. Please try to be generous with your butter so your cake will not burn. After greasing the pan so well, add your brown pepper to avoid burning, pour in your butter and then put in the oven and comment if you want to see the outcome. Thank you.